Hey everybody, and welcome back to TayesTEA. This is our 5th week, episode number 15. And this week we are going to be in Washington, looking at the good and the bad that has happened over this past weekend or within this past week in the state of Washington. First and foremost, we are talking about the city of Omak. So apparently what made the news after the Halloween holiday week is that in the city of Omak, the police department has reported several incidents of pins being found in Halloween candy. Now, of course, as parents, we all know that it is in our best interest that if we are allowing our children to go out and trick or treat, that we are checking their candy once they make it home, or that we are going trick or treating with them and we are monitoring the candy as it goes into the bag or as it comes through. Of course, we go through the bags and you check and see if there's any open candy, if there's anything in the candy that looks like it has been tampered with. In this case, we have several parents stating that they have in fact checked the candy, and these are reports that came in on the 2nd of November, which would have been this past Friday, that they found these pins in Nerd candy boxes and in small Snicker bars. So I urge parents everywhere, if you haven't already, or if you don't make this a habit every year for your children, there are some sickos in the world, unfortunately, and we don't look at Halloween as the ghouls and goblins scary holiday that it can be. We try to look at it as a fun time for kids to get free candy, dress up as their favorite cartoon character, and go out, have fun with their friends and family members, right? Well, unfortunately, we do live in a world where not everybody has the correct intent. So we just want to be careful, mindful, and this goes for people who are in Washington. This is just a report that managed to make it to the news stations. This should be for parents across the globe. Just be mindful and attentive. That's what we need to do for our children. So, moving forward, we have some good news in Centralia. The Southwest Washington shelter has some good news for this fall and winter season. And that good news is that they have actually found room to grow. This comes from the representatives at the Bethel Church who volunteer and work together to get this shelter that they open up annually when the temperatures hit 38 degrees and below. It's a very honest, very kind thing that these individuals are doing. They have actually found on the Southwest Washington Fairgrounds a home for their shelter. So usually they use portables, as they've been reporting, is that in these portables they use more than one portable on the Southwest Washington Fairgrounds. They use more than one portable for housing of individuals who need shelter in this cold time of year. So using those portables, they were only able to have 35 beds available as reported in the previous year. This year, they're looking forward to being able to bed up to 40. Now, given that's not a huge jump, it can be a major step in the right direction for them. So instead of being in portables where last year they didn't have running water, this year they're actually going to be in a building where they anticipate to be able to have running water, and they anticipate to be able to shelter more than 35 people, which was what they could do in the previous years. So I think small steps are good steps, and it's still progress. This has been a developing story since Tuesday, October 30th. The doors were expected to have opened on November 1st, given that the temperature permitted them to need to have these doors open. There's nothing but positive feedback from the volunteers and the representatives of the Bethel Church. So if you are in the area and you do need shelter, like genuinely need shelter, and it is a cold day or a cold night, definitely go ahead, stop by Bethel Church in Centralia. I'm pretty sure that they will be more than happy to help anybody in need. Again, this is an awesome thing that some individuals are doing for their community, and we need more people like that in the world. It's just a beautiful thing to be able to report on something positive going on for the community in Washington State. So that has been TayesTEA in the state of Washington. So tune in tomorrow. Definitely thank you guys for listening in, and hope you enjoy your evening.